Hello, hello. Now we are playing more Crash Bandicoot 1 Remake. It
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like we are heading into a waterfall-themed level.
It's just another water level, I think.
Okay. Is
It's
there
like the one before.
swimming in this game?
No, if you go into the water, you die.
Damn.
See, that's the thing I'll point out that I liked more in the originals is that I don't think the scene through the water and scene at the bottom looks very good because it just looks like you're over a shallow river. Because before the water was just like a texture you couldn't see through. So it looked way more intimidating, I guess. But
Are you ready for an Ullalilia fact?
it's like a minor quibble. Yeah, of course I'm ready for an Lily effect.
Alright, so he for a long time had a fear of what he called blue water. Okay?
Okay.
Because in video games, if you can see into the water, generally that means you can, swim in it.
Yeah.
Right? Like Mario games and stuff have kind of like a translucent water. But if it's just a blue texture, then most of the time you're just gonna die when you touch it.
What the hell?
How did that monkey get you?
I don't know. I forget how those monkeys work. It's probably just my bad. Oh! Why did I jump like that?
See, that looks really weird to me. The fact that it's both visible, like you can see the bottom and stuff, and yet he just dies when he touches it.
Yeah, I don't
It seems
know.
like less realistic somehow.
It's one of those weird things. There's a couple things in this remaster and the Spyro remasters as well. There were different studios, but it feels like similar philosophies. Where they just want to make everything look a little more modern and add some realistic flourishes. Like Crash has all this intricate fur texture.
Yeah,
But
I can see the
occasionally
tufts
in
of
doing
his
that,
fur.
it just comes off a little Nintendo hire this man.
Yeah, yeah.
What if the water in Crash was real? And it's well, it doesn't need to be real. Then it's bad.
And it's just what if it was real? It would look fucking stupid that he just touches it and just drowns himself instantly.
He's allergic to water. He has rabies. He has hydrophobia. Have you ever seen videos of that? It's really scary.
When, oh yeah.
And the hydrophobia sets in?
I don't know, it's just scary to see animals with rabies at all, because they're an hour away from just dying.
Well, I mean people.
Oh, people with hydrophobia. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
scary.
God. Anyway, so yeah, Ullalilia, if water IRL was too deep, and he couldn't see the bottom of it, he would classify it as blue water, and he would, refuse to touch it.
That's awesome.
And then, in a beautiful, beautiful moment, maybe, I don't know, probably close to 10 years ago now, he went on vacation with his family down to Florida somewhere. And he was I swam in the blue water.
That's awesome.
I was convinced that he's I knew it didn't make any sense the whole time, but I was finally convinced that it would be okay, and he had a blast.
I mean, it makes sense if you grew up on video games.
Yeah, it's his mind is just such that the video game experiences are stronger than the IRL experiences. So you end up with these weird patterns, yeah.
I just want the vibes out of these levels. I don't need to get every box. This is about the time when you give up on that.
Well, I mean, if you're a coward.
Well, I am. So. I said before in other playthroughs that I just don't want to be making 40-minute videos of dying over and over because that's the thing that I personally would hate to watch.
That's fair, that's fair. It's definitely a different type of content.
Oh, that was close.
Slick.
I mistimed that and was not punished as harshly as I thought I would be.
So skip cycle there, perhaps.
Ooh, a little cycle
Little, speed tech.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, this whole you missed whatever boxes and then they rain down on your head, I think is okay, the other thing that makes it bizarre to me is the boxes are the structural elements of the game. They're the Mario 64, or not Mario, but like original Mario, the brick boxes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That there's no point in ever just destroying all of them. And it's just why is the game demanding that you just break all these boxes that are just empty? Is there lore?
No, it's just, I don't know, it's like a collectible.
But it's weird because you're not actually collecting anything. You're just destroying it.
I guess.
It's just odd to me. So here's Ripperoo.
Yeah, so
We discuss him a lot.
he just moves on a cycle. So you just watch it and you figure out what it is. And blow him up.
I like this mechanic. I think this is neat. The
Yeah.
sending down the blocks as they explode.
It's a cute little way to do a boss fight. Yeah, now he just moves in a diamond. So
Something about the boxes floating with this like unnatural rhythm is funny to me too. They just wait a little.
Get it? Yeah.
Nice. Very clean fight.
Yeah, very clean. I mean,
This
he's
is
not
where
like
in GDQ everybody would like kind of lightly applaud.
very clean, very clean.
Very clean,
Yeah,
very clean.
That was actually a really good Ripperoo.
Oh shit. Well, so Crash Fan 96, I remember, had another Ripperoo theory about the cycles.
Yes.
Now we've been doing a lot of work lately, analyzing the Ripperoo code.
That's another thing I realized that's in the original I took out of this, is that every time you beat a boss, Crash would go, yee-haw!
What? Why would they take that out?
I don't know.
Is that
I don't know, they
is
just
it
didn't-
offensive?
I think they maybe just didn't want to make a new sound effect for it. Because obviously the old one is just like insanely fucking bit crushed.
Whoa! Maneuver? A little around the corner jump?
I think that's how you're supposed to get this.
Huh, neat.
Yeah, it's weird. That's like not really a thing they go back to in the other games, because they realize it's kind of like weird and unintuitive.
Yeah, it's kind of jank. Like, you don't think that you ought to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing that's like, you're looking at this going like, how does this work? It doesn't make sense, and then you do that, and you're like, oh, why?
Is there perhaps a secret where when the wall was extended forward, you could have ran behind it and gotten something?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just, I played a lot of these platformers too. Sometimes I have ideas.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like not wrong to think like that, but it's just not
In that
how-
case, it was not true.
It's just like not how these games ever work, because it like looks like this, but you have to remember that it's still like a PS1 game.
I suppose,
And
yeah.
it was like, I don't know the full development history, but I think it was one of the like first things the Naughty Dog team did, if not the first thing. I don't really have any figures to back that up, but
Okay, now that you just got a checkpoint, can you do me a favor?
uh-huh.
Can I see what it looks like when you get crushed by the wall coming towards you?
It doesn't crush you; it just shoves you off.
Oh, okay.
It's like significantly less exciting.
I thought it might, like, crush you against the screen, and I was excited to see that.
I don't think there's a glitch high jump in this game. There's a glitch high jump in 2 that they kept in for the remasters.
Oh, I remember you doing, because you can do the splat in that game, and you gain height with the splat.
Well, that's a different one, but there's also just like a normal glitch high jump.
Okay.
However, normal you can consider one of those. That's just like combining crouch and jump.
Oh, like a bunny hop sort of thing?
Kind
where you kind of,
of.
like, pull your knees up?
Yeah, it's weird. It's just like some strange like storage thing happening.
Okay. Yeah.
There
I guess it wouldn't really make sense because we
I
already
thought that
did
would have
the
fun on time, but it's-
around the corner type jump. But I thought it would squish you against the screen. Oh, that's an interesting death animation.
Yeah, there's a lot of them where he goes to heaven. I forget, it might not start in this game, but in later games he just starts like playing a didgeridoo as he ascends, because he's an Australian mammal. It's all very bizarre. I wonder if they took that out if it was like deemed offensive.
I don't know. Didgeridoo has a long, proud tradition. It's not like a sacred instrument, really. It's just a cool one.
Yeah, it's just like a cultural... I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, the games or whatever. I'm just always curious when it's like...
Me too.
What decisions they make on like what to take out and why they made those decisions.
It's an interesting barometer because in the end it's like much more cynical than making most of these choices are. Like it's
Yeah.
entirely a profit motive.
It's always profit driven. Yeah, I don't know.
So it's always kind of like, I wonder what, special interest group they thought could impact sales so much
Yeah, they had to...
if the didgeridoo controversy kicks off.
And, there's just like so much of that with like the culture of remakes we exist in now.
Yes.
Everything is getting remade, movies, TV, video games, everything.
And now you can't look up the president's daughter's skirt in Resident Evil 4, I heard.
Oh, really? Did she
I
just,
think
like,
so.
block you?
I think so. I think it's just the camera was changed such that it's impossible.
That's funny.
Or maybe it's like you can, but she doesn't like react to it anymore. Because there used to be like an Easter egg where she'd like call you a pervert or something. And games are fucking ruined. Games are definitely ruined. Oh, this is fun.
It's like the lollipop chainsaw, where she blocks you from seeing up her panties. It's really weird because I really like that game, and they did a remake of it that like came out to no fanfare because it didn't have the original soundtrack, basically.
I didn't even know it got remade. Wow.
Yeah, well, because I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, and then it was like, yeah, it's kind of a crummy remake. They couldn't relicense most of the soundtrack. I mean, the other half of it was done by Jimmy Urine, who turned out to be a sex pest, but like,
Well,
just in general, a lot of what made some of the charm of that game is just hearing like Lollipop every time you pause, or like when you'd go super mode and it would play Hey Mickey, stuff like that.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's tons of like
I like
cute little things like that.
I feel like that kind of like an almost like jukebox type video game has been really, really underexplored. Mostly because of licensing issues.
Oh, it's just expensive.
It's really expensive, yeah. And then, yeah, it makes like remakes and stuff a total pain. It makes it so people can't stream it very well either.
Yeah.
So
That's always...
lots of problems, but unfortunate. There's a lot of potential there, I think.
It's always been a kind of confusing thing. Because, like, also for years, streamers just got to, like, listen to rap music
Yeah.
the entire time. Like, I'm a Cutie Pie used to just listen to fucking, like, 50 Cent albums in full over and over during his League streams with no pushback.
It just sucks.
And then now all the Twitch guidelines are just like, well, there's streamer modes in games now, so when you hear a cool needle drop, you don't.
Isn't that great? I don't know, it's just so fucking absurd because, like, what kid is like, yo, instead of buying 50 Cent on iTunes, I'm just gonna listen to I'm a Cutie Pie streams until I've heard it all enough times.
Because I can't get crazy to this album unless there's a guy periodically just going, "Oh, I'm so fucking ass, dude. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the Big Dick Club. Raise your dongers in chat." God, I love Cutie.
That's like really, you know, the only proper way to understand what 50 was really getting at.
Well, that's kind of what Candy Shop's about, so...
I mean, when you get shot 9 times, that's really the experience of playing League.
That was the bottom, lowest layer of the rap iceberg. 50 Cent shot himself.
I forgot about that. Oh man, I want to look at the whole rap iceberg image again. It's so strong. It's definitely like the greatest iceberg image I've ever seen.
So these level, there's like 2 or 3 of them, and they're some of my least favorites because the perspective on a lot of these jumps is just so iffy.
This is like crazy too, like all the right angles and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a little easier to approximate than on the PS1 version, which I appreciate obviously, but it's still like, it's funky. I don't know. Like this is just a fucked perspective to be jumping from.
It's really hard because not only are they going up and down, but they're like getting closer to the camera too.
Yeah.
So it's like very hard to tell if it's like small or far away. Like,
yeah,
it's it really just pushes that ambiguity into the forefront.
Spider, fuck off.
The level design overall though is cool though, I think.
Yeah,
The lighting is neat. And being down in this temple
all
and
their
stuff.
ideas and stuff are at the very least like cool, but sometimes it's just obnoxious.
Yeah, like this looks very claustrophobic and now very agoraphobic.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's just so many like things you were boxed out of seeing, basically. Like even just making those jumps, you just have to like kind of know what's coming up.
Yeah, you have to have a lot of faith. I like this progression though. That first we were in like the outskirts of the ruins,
Yeah,
running
you're
over
like
the top
getting
and stuff.
closer. Oh!
But here's a question: why is Crash in here? Why doesn't he just go around?
Because there's no way to go around. You have to go through.
Oh, okay, sure.
He's got to go across these 3 islands to get to Cortex, get to his lab, to get to his girlfriend.
Sure.
Have you never been desperate for pussy?
I'm not this desperate. I've never jumped across moving stone blocks
Well, maybe you should
in a
try it.
deep Mayan temple where everything wants to kill me and there's
Why
a
does it
million
have
snakes.
to be Mayan?
I don't know. I just guessed.
Why are you clocking it?
If I was more informed, I could clock it. They all had their unique styles of like pillory and stuff. Like
Yeah,
you can't actually tell.
I have no idea.
But I have no idea. No. It was just the first one to come to mind.
Yeah, that's one of my least favorite jumps in video game history. I hate that.
All right, one try though.
There's like 85 more of those in these kinds of levels. It's fine.
I'm happy that they give you a lot of checkpoints though. Is that something that they increased from the original?
I think so, yeah.
Because it feels like they're really frequent, like modern game frequent.
think the original didn't even have checkpoint boxes.
Wow.
Or, like, maybe it did. I don't... It's been so long since I played it, but it was... If they might have been in there, but they were Oh, no, they did have checkpoint boxes. But they were, like, significantly more spaced out.
Alright, here's a question. What's the first game you can think of that just has straight up, like, not even checkpoints, but Celeste style, you just start in that screen again? Like, basically there is no progress lost to death, or extremely minimal progress.
Ah! Okay. I don't know.
Maybe...
My answer might be Celeste.
I think Meat Boy?
Oh, yeah, Meat Boy.
Meat Boy was, like, a very early one.
Yeah, Meat Boy, I guess, was the progenitor of those.
Because I feel like that's becoming more and more the norm, you know?
Well, yeah, because people like hard games, but they don't like insane losses of progress. Oh, sweet,
Yeah,
we're in
yeah.
another asshole level.
What? Another asshole level?
Yeah.
Oh, you're riding the hog.
No.
Oh.
Like, these levels were designed by assholes.
Oh, okay.
Not like this level looks like an asshole or something.
I don't know, just the way you said that, I thought there was like a real... Oh my
Cock
god.
and ball torture. I fucking hate these levels so much.
Yeah, it's like kind of interesting because Meat Boy was touted as like, oh, it's like Omega hard game or whatever. So it kind of made sense that it has this like rapid fire continue system or whatever.
Yeah.
But then a lot of games that I would argue are like a lot more reasonable. Like Celeste is hard, but it's nowhere near... It doesn't feel like a hard core game, you know?
I guess.
Outside of like the B-sides and Z-sides and stuff.
Well, yeah, there's just like so much challenge content in them.
Yeah. But just looking at the main game, there's nothing that feels like masochistic, I'd say.
I guess not.
But I don't know. It just seems like now this is the player-centric... Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucked. That's so narrow.
I'm not trying to be like the fucking irate gamer here, but like, these levels were made by pricks.
Did you... Okay, something really weird happened when you
Yeah,
killed
I
that
saw him
animal.
like spin out into the fucking ether.
He just kind of hovered over there for a second.
Yeah, that's weird.
Ah!
I'm so sorry to the people listening.
This is what they want.
I don't like that. I don't want to be...
People watch YouTube because they hate the person they're watching.
I don't want them to hate me, I guess. But I don't know. I'm more concerned with just like, it sucks to suddenly hear a guy scream for stupid reasons.
No, that's okay.
Can you not jump on these?
These
Am I
are
dumb?
valid reasons. I don't. It seems really inconsistent.
It might not be this one, but the second one where I remember I was playing through. Yeah, you can't.
How did you kill it before?
I had a
Spinning?
mask.
Oh, I see.
I had an Aku Aku.
Oh, man. Where's Aku Aku now?
Fucking nowhere, that's where.
Alright, nice.
Cocksucker. Okay.
Yeah, it seems like now a lot of... Oh, nice. Checkpoint. A lot of games, out of like a sense of kindness to the player, will give like super generous checkpoints.
Ow! Yeah.
And it's interesting to see where that mentality shifted. Because now this feels like a modern game, where it's like, we'll just give it to you when you want it. Like, we'll never deny you the checkpoint. Nice. This feels like a bonus level. I'm surprised this is just a normal-ass level.
Yeah, and there's like one or two more of these.
Oh, great.
Horrible.
That's also very Donkey Kong Country-esque, to have like these themed levels, you know? That later you'll come back and do another bridge level.
Yeah.
Do another temple level.
Jesus, okay.
Okay. Go have a little look at your girlfriend. Maybe that'll help.
If this also doubles as a checkpoint.
This also is exactly like Meat Boy, where you get to the end and your girlfriend disappears.
What?
Remember?
So true.
So true. The parallels.
This is a neat little,
Ah, cute.
yeah, little Rube Goldberg contraption.
Ah, very little Half-Life-y. They are really generous with the lives too.
Yeah, they give you so many fucking lives
to 61.
in this version. So it's kind of the original is not that friendly to you.
What happens if you game over? How much progress do you lose? Oh, nice, 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 nice.
Yeah, these jumps.
Ah,
these jumps suck, and I hate them. Anyways, I mean,
maybe we'll find out.
I'm so sick of you. In the original, you lose like a lot of progress because save points are all like this is just a modern video game that has autosave, and not just like there are very discrete save points that you get to. You have to like time to like bounce off of it, and it's just
yeah. No, this looks awful.
Yeah.
You know, in original Donkey Kong Country, you have to pay to save. You have to like give Candy some currency.
Oh yeah.
In order to save your game.
Okay.
That was like so anxiety-inducing as a kid.
We made it.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
There's a thing you can do. It's like very finicky. I think it's easier on PC than it is on console, maybe. But you can just walk along the ropes.
Really?
Yeah, that's
like,
pretty
swag.
That's like the speed tech for it. You just run along the ropes because it's obviously way faster than. All these weird stutter jumps.
I really like when a game or like a level is broken by abusing something that just looks like decoration.
It's another one of these.
Ooh, you're gonna be running towards the camera.
Yeah.
Having a good look at those pearly whites.
It's another one of these level types that they like bring back in Crash 2 and just make more interesting. But it's still like cool. It's definitely, I don't know, it's weird because like these ones where you like have to make jumps towards the screen and be constantly moving feel way better than like just a normal level where they add in a jump towards the screen.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it's strange how like inconsistent that is, and also why they would like. Once again, I'm like down with the remake being accurate, but it just feels like there's like that would not be like a especially negatively received change if you just made those jumps a little less like rude.
Yeah.
I don't think so, anyways. I don't know.
I don't know. It's really
there's
hard to
definitely
predict.
People who swear by it, like as always.
If it was part of like speedrunning culture or something. Oh, bro, you nailed the rolling rocks mega jump or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they nerfed it. I could see that pissing off people.
But then people would just play the original, so it's fine.
And it's like, really, who cares if you piss off those like 12 people?
Well, that's the thing, right? There's also like, I don't know, it's interesting when they remake these games and then there's just like all kinds of new speed tech.
It was interesting when Monkey Ball 1 and 2 got remaked.
Oh yeah, they like completely changed the physics, didn't they?
Yeah, they broke the physics. They broke it. Okay, this is my understanding. I might be wrong about this, because when I was reading about this, it was a lot of still speculation as to what the fuck was wrong with it. But they, like, didn't process diagonals properly. Like, shifting the stage diagonally is supposed to be based on, like, a combination of the cardinal vectors and stuff, right? Like... And this is a thing that a lot of games screw up. Like, Pokemon recently screwed this up, that if you move diagonal, you can go, like, 100 times faster than moving in a cardinal direction. Because it's like, if you just add the vectors, it's no good. You have to, do some trigonometry and stuff. Anyways. So they screwed it up, I think, in the other way, where they tried to compensate for diagonals not being exaggerated. And as a result, really nerfed diagonals. So you no longer get as much speed going diagonally as you're supposed to. And it just straight up made some stages, like, impossible.
That's so funny.
I think they fixed it. I think it got patched. Because it's pretty embarrassing to ship a game where you can't actually beat all the levels.
Yeah, especially when it's a remake of a game that already exists and works.
It's like, I don't know. It's one of the few times I can think of where it's just, like, harder. Like, the remake is just harder. Even the levels you could beat were way harder, because, like, the speed allowances you have are way tighter. God, I love Monkey Ball so much.
Monkey Ball's pretty sweet.
Give this video a like and a comment if you want to see a 3,000 part series of me trying to beat Kaizo Monkey Ball. So I'll fucking do it.
I am humbly requesting you not give this video a like and comment.
Just that all? That's horrible YouTubing.
Wait. Give it a like and comment if you think Crash Bandicoot is a really cool guy who you'd like to have a soda with.
Give it a dislike. Unsubscribe and delete one of your previous comments if you think Crash Bandicoot is a colonial chump.
Delete your System 32. Not even for any reason, just do it.
Was there a secret?
Yeah, probably. I just want to get the checkpoint first.
Okay, smart.
Yeah, and then the mask.
Delete your System 32.
Funkmaster Flex. Go into the nearest corner store, put your hand in the cash register for no reason.
That's your money now.
Starting right now, their money is your money.
Yeah, this is gonna be a Keats to YouTube summer.
In flexwetrust.com.
By that I mean I'll release like 3 videos a month, as I have been. I really like these, the rhythm of these coming out.
These
sets of
weird,
threes.
kind of asynchronous.
They do like the full permutations.
Mm-hmm.
I like stuff like that a lot.
What's the best Funkmaster Flex moment?
In just that debut video or total?
Specifically, I mean, any best moment from him is going to be from that video.
That's true. That's so true.
But specifically in that video, which one's your favorite?
I think I like that kind of talk.
That one's
because
really
it's
good.
so universally applicable, and just like the wonderment of like I don't even remember what the line is anymore.
It's literally popping bottles, putting supermodels in a cab.
I like that type of talk. Just like, I don't know, just this parsing of rap lyrics in terms of like what you just enjoy hearing people talk about too.
Well, just parsing is like, it's awesome that they do that.
Yeah, I like that kind of talk. God, that video is so good.
It's one of the greatest videos of all time. If you're listening and you haven't seen it, look up Funkmaster Flex Otis premiere.
Mm-hmm. And it's worth watching the whole thing.
It's like 20 minutes, but it's like every part of it is good.
After a couple minutes, you'll be like, "Oh, I get it," and
But
you do get it. You're completely right.
You do get it, but you also don't.
But
get
you
it.
you need to keep watching. It's one of the rare videos that is the same thing for 20 minutes, but like continually escalates.
Well, so many of his
and just
greatest
gets
lines
funnier
come later
and
on.
funnier and funnier.
Like when he, spoiler alert, when he restarts the song for like the 20th time, like just before it ends, because he just heard another line that he liked, and he just drops more bombs on it and goes like, "Arrgh!"
It's the feeling of like, we've never gotten this far before. We can make it all the way this time.
It's legitimately exciting.
It's so good. And I feel like Otis is honestly like the best possible song for this.
Yeah.
Like just the beat and the way it starts and like the number of like mimetic lines it and stuff. It's amazing. It's a miraculous moment. Oh, you got the Cortez head.
Cortex.
You gonna find the other Cortex heads? You gonna do a little super hard bonus level?
Yeah, like not likely.
For the culture? For the culture?
Unless I just stumble into them. There's just no reason to.
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah, I wasn't worried.
Okay. I was a little worried, but that's okay.
That's the real Crash experience, because like this was literally like first video game I ever played.
Mm-hmm.
So the real Crash experience is like being 4 years old and watching your dad play this game and just going, "Oh shit, he's about to scream."
I remember my mom played a lot of Mario 64 for me, because I was definitely like not physically adept enough to be playing it really.
Honestly, like I learned so many ways to swear from my dad playing Crash Bandicoot games. It's like genuinely revelatory.
I remember when I was a kid, I got Mario 64 for Christmas when I was like, ah!
Why did I do that? Oh, that's not
you-
my fucking masks. I'm so dumb.
You were invincible and you still died. What a paradox.
Sorry.
So I got it when I was 5 for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then when I was 6 for Christmas, I still hadn't beaten it because I'm like a baby and couldn't figure out how to do various things.
Well, that game's like actually kind of hard.
It is.
That's some really tough
By the
stuff.
end, when you getting upstairs and stuff. So I said, for Christmas, I want Santa to come and beat Mario 64 for me, so I can see the ending and I can see, you know, other levels and stuff. And I genuinely thought like that this could and would happen. I said I don't even have to be there. I just want the save file completed, so I can go look at the last levels and stuff. And my parents, like, awkwardly trying to explain that that was impossible, and I'm like, what the fuck? How are you telling me that this man can fly around the world and deliver all these presents and know exactly what every child wants, but he can't be Mario 64? Like, I couldn't get it. I don't know. As a kid, I mostly just wanted to, like, see the whole game. Like, I didn't really care about the accomplishment of beating it myself, you know?
Yeah.
Like, any game that had, like, cheat codes and stuff, I often used, cause...
Yeah, no, I loved fucking cheat codes. Because it is just about, like, what is there beyond the point of my skill level?
It feels like you're missing out. Especially when you have only, like, 2 or 3 games to play.
Yeah.
And no internet, and no phone, and no infinite other sources of entertainment. It's just like, well, shit, I'm leaving no one stone unturned. I need to know.
Leaving no turn unstoned.
Leaving no
I'm gonna
turn?
smoke fucking so many cigarette cocks in hell. I'm fucking... doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry.
That was a good one. That was a real classic AVGN style. I'm gonna be smoking so many cigarette cocks in hell.
I'm fucking embarrassed that I'm talking like this. I get so frustrated at this game. It's like not good.
And to be clear, you are the one that chose to play this.
Yeah, because I love it.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
but I just get mad.
Well,
I always just get mad at myself.
That's the duality of video games.
I'm
right
not gonna
there.
haul and punch you in the jaw.
Good,
so
good.
I could.
Don't punch yourself in the jaw either.
I'm not gonna punch myself in the jaw. Have I ever
would be,
punched
like,
myself in the jaw?
Kind of impressive if you could. Give yourself, like, a real uppercut.
Give yourself an uppercut. That's
Yeah.
like, I'll bite my tongue off. This is the
Ooh,
last boss of the second round.
Kong.
Yeah,
He likes to flex whenever he has an audience.
He-
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, he's big.
He's a One
not
Piece character.
in a lot of games. I forget where he shows up in next. It might be Crash Bash, which was like a crappy party game.
Oh, yeah, I'd heard of that. Okay, like, you say it's crappy, I'm sure it is. But, can we play it at some point?
I mean, if you really want to.
I'm just so fascinated by all the Mario Party clones. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just
it's
curious
like-
about them, like, mechanically. And,
It's
like,
weird because it's not like a Mario Party clone in the traditional way. It's like
no?
it's like a mini games game, but it's not like there's not like a game board and stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like Sonic Shuffle.
Well, that's fine too. I don't know. I'm just always curious as to, like, what is their design philosophy for the games and stuff, and do any of them turn out to be actually pretty interesting?
No.
Oh. Well, that's for me to decide. As we've seen many times, there are things that I find interesting that...
They're just all really, like, bizarre. And there's one where it's like a 4-way, like, air hockey type situation.
Oh, I kind of like those.
There's,
I've played...
There's, like, one
that.
where you're, like, pogo sticking on the ground and you just have to make as much of it your color as possible.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There's, like, a tanks one.
Classics, all things in Mario Party as well. But now he's gonna... Oh.
There's some other games.
Yeah, that's cute.
There's some other ones, I don't really remember.
And then we'll have to revisit
I didn't
it.
play it a lot as a kid because it's not fun. Oh, actually, the best one, there is one game that kind of rocks, and you're all on, like, an ice platform. And you're all on, like, polar bears, and you're just charging each other, trying to knock each other off. It's like the balls game from Mario Party.
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo 64.
Those are sick, yeah.
So that one's pretty good.
Good old bumper balls.
I guess we should have cut it there.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I finished an island.
Well, do you want to do one of this level?
Yeah.
Do this level and then we'll call it quits?
Well, I don't. We can keep going because I'm like on a hot streak right now.
Alright. I also... Okay. I think this one is about half an hour, but... Yeah, let's keep going for a bit.
I just mean after this level we can...
Start a new one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming you can't touch these very hot pipes.
Yeah, you can only touch the cold ones.
Too hot to handle, too cold to hold.
The power, too sweet to be sour.
Yeah.
I'm funky like a monkey and crazy like an ape or something. Some Macho Man used to say. Said it on Arsenio Hall once, and Arsenio was just like, "Alright!"
Alright, wow. We have an athlete of sorts here.
I mean, a lot of wrestlers went on Arsenio back in the day. Hulk Hogan went on there to say he wasn't on steroids, even though he was on
Very
steroids.
clearly on steroids.
Yeah.
Whenever they go on talk shows, wrestlers stay in kayfabe, right? Like,
No.
no?
I mean, even back then they were kind of out of it. I mean, it depended. I feel like the Macho Man interview, he's like in character. Or at least like kind of doing his gimmicks, but like...
That was nice.
The Hulk Hogan one, he was just like completely serious because he was trying to mitigate a PR disaster.
Right, right. See, I guess that's sort of a thing, like, the longer you stay in kayfabe, the longer you do various interviews and character and stuff, the more of an impact it has for you to break that and be like, I'm going to talk to you about something real here today.
Yeah.
The Hulkster's been hearing a lot of rumors that I'm jabbing my butt with steroids.
I do not put big, ugly needles in my disgusting tanned asshole. I would never do that.
Well, yeah, you don't put it in the asshole.
Well, maybe Hulk Hogan does.
Put it in the butt cheek or whatever.
Maybe I'll spread a vicious rumor that Hulk Hogan was found dead in diapers. And he'll go, I wasn't in diapers, brother.
But I am dead.
Oh my god, Hulkster, no. Ah! I didn't bounce right off that. What the... I want the checkpoint, though.
Yeah, you got the checkpoint right there.
I want to make sure I clear that, but they don't even have lives at the end, which is usually what I do this for. Just,
Why isn't there lives at the end?
I don't know, just there wasn't.
Huh, I guess because it's a little one?
I don't know, they're just some of them have and some of them don't.
Huh. Well, that doesn't seem fair.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't.
Is this an actual commercial?
Yeah.
Is it from that era of commercials where they would just kind of like say things about the products in like a vaguely memey way? I can't think of any other examples.
It's from like the 90s or something, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Might
there's
be
like a
earlier
very
than that,
specific
might be the
sort of
80s.
thing I'm talking about here.
What were we talking about before I yelled?
Have we been downstream of you yelling as a conversation topic ever since then?
No. I mean, like,
I think
specifically in that bonus level.
Oh, okay. The Hulk Hogan dying
yeah.
in diapers.
Yeah, that's okay. Right.
Where do you inject steroids?
Yeah. Okay, now I remember.
And
Yeah.
when do you strategically break character as a wrestler
Yeah.
in order to have big impacts?
I mean, here's a little preview of my Wrestling 2023 vibe.
Ooh, alright. Exclusive.
One of the most annoying things right now is all these guys who keep kayfabe all the time by just being douchebags and obnoxious. It's extremely lame.
Like MJF?
Yeah, I mean, everything about his shtick is kind of lame. To me, anyways. I don't know. He's just, like, very asynchronous. The kind of guy who's, like, biggest defenders use old school as this, like, shield, but he just does, like, so much indie shit that sucks. And is just, like, generally very uncreative. I don't know how many promos he's gonna do that are just, like, your dad's dead, Omega lol. I'm owning you. Your girlfriend, here's like a villain origin story where something bad happened to me and then I did something evil and I so fucked up I'm calling myself the devil. It's just like, you're a nerd. On the other hand, though, to be completely fair, whenever Christian Cage is like, your dad's dead, it's like such a W. Because he did it to Jack Perry, Luke Perry's son, and I was like, this is awesome. And then when he was calling out Wardlow, he was like, Wardlow, I'm not gonna make fun of your dead dad. Because he wasn't famous, so no one cares who he is anyways.
Wow,
and it was like, you're a god.
Pretty brutal.
Coming out there on a turtleneck, saying that shit, cold as ice.
This does make me think, though, when you said Omega lol, how far are we out from a wrestler whose heel gimmick is that they're like a 4chan type troll?
Oh, we were already past that.
What, really?
We'll get into that next time.
Oh, shit!